Hey, what's going on, guys? I've been playing a lot of Doom, The Dark Ages, and figured I would make a little video here. I'm about halfway done with the campaign, maybe a little bit more, and tell you what I think. In case you're wondering, I've been playing Doom games since the first one came out on shareware, on 3.5 floppy disks. And it couldn't even run on my 386 IBM at the time. I was pretty sad. But luckily I had a friend who had all the goodies, and we got to play Doom and Doom 2 over at his house when I was way too young to be doing that. Oh well. That turned out alright, I guess. I don't know, that's debatable. Anyways, I've been having fun with this game. It is very different though for a Doom game. I will say, it's taken a lot of getting used to, and I'm getting my ass kicked, as you can see. There is a lot to take in with the combat in this game. It is overwhelming at times. It's exhausting at times, I'm not gonna lie. So many battles just, are just epic, and they seem to just go on and on. And at the end of them, I'm just like, I'm just spent. Because it'll have wave after wave of lesser enemies, and then you'll have these bosses, and then you'll have bosses on top of bosses. And there's just so much going on, as you can tell. I mean, it's just like I'm playing, finger gymnastics over here. And there's so many different weapons to think about with different functions. A lot of upgrades. But yeah, there's a lot of like visual stuff going on here that you have to pay attention to. I need health. I need some health real quick. You guys have any health? No? There you go. There we go. Ah, that's better. But yeah, whenever you see a green attack coming your way, you can parry that back with your shield. You can also throw your shield. There we go. Like this. And that's pretty satisfying. Your shield can be upgraded as well. And these guys just kind of serve to just be used as like for ammo and health and stuff, I guess. Like they're not much of a threat at all. Pretty sure these are the imps too. That's kind of sad, isn't it? They've been reduced to this. These were sort of a mighty foe in the original games. As you can see, it's just a beautiful game. It runs amazingly well too. On my 4060 here, I've got it running on the highest settings you can put them in. I can show you that real quick. At 1080p, at 60 hertz. And that's because I still use a 1080p 60 hertz monitor, and I really like it. I don't see the need to upgrade. So here's all my settings. I've got DLSS turned on quality. Haven't played around with the sharpness or anything like that. I just put DLSS on. I don't have frame generation on. I could get like 30 more frames with that turned on, but I don't like the input lag. It's not that much, and you get really used to it. It's similar to turning on VSync, which I do have on now. And yeah, I just put Ultra Nightmare on the slider here, and that's about as high as it goes. We go over here, see? Runs great. For the most part, like I really don't have anything to complain about with the performance. And there's ray tracing going on. It's actually a ray trace required game, which is interesting because the other Dooms weren't. I'm not sure that's a great idea, like I've got a 4060 and I'm happy with seeing ray tracing in games, but I don't think it should be required for a game like this. You want a game to be put in the hands of everyone you can, really, and it should be optional. That's just my thoughts. And I'm sure there's a lot of people who are upset about that, who can't play the game just because they didn't feel like upgrading, you know? And now they're going to be thinking more about getting rid of something that might have worked really well just because it doesn't have ray tracing. So I don't think I can hurt this guy just yet until I hit him with a parry attack. So I think that's the deal here. Yep. He's got a little shield. So just do that. And I've got this neat upgrade. Whenever I parry, my turret comes out and blasts on him too. Oh, I'm doing damage now. That's cool. And there we go. Finally done with this combat scenario.
All hell gates closed. All tentacles have been cleared.
This is a good level to show you guys, actually, because it's a wild one. This new gameplay mode is interesting. If I get back into it, you basically fly around like Star Fox style. If this spoils like some of the plot, some important bits, I'm not going to be uploading this, so don't worry. But I haven't seen this either, so. I guess I'll just sit here and sip my coffee while this goes on. Alright, so we're done with that chapter. 100% of it, and then you get to see your summary of everything. And let's go into the next one. Again, if there's any major spoilers or anything like that, I will not be uploading this, so don't worry. Very nice looking. The water in this game is really well done, I've noticed. And it was well done in the Wolfenstein game, New Colossus, as well. And I think they're using the same engine, id Tech. But yeah, look at that. It's pretty badass.
Why would they hide this from us? The makers didn't know it was here.
Does it react? No. But water inside the level does. It's got a nice little ripple effect when you're running through it. Hey! One of the things that I really miss about, or miss from Doom Eternal is more of the acrobatic stuff. More of the platforming. There is some platforming in this game, but it's really not much. It's much more of a boots on the ground kind of experience. But I love that about Doom Eternal. I love jumping on those bars and flinging off of them and going from platform to platform, you know, climbing one surface and then jumping from that to another one and then dashing in midair. It was just brilliant. I felt like that was peak, you know, what they were doing with Doom. I thought that was peak Doom. At least new Doom, in the new style. But they decided to do something completely different with this game, and I like what they're doing too. It's just I don't like it quite as much as that, personally. And I am getting my butt kicked. There we go. Also the level design, like I haven't really loved any particular level, like enough to want to play it again, which is weird for a Doom game for me. Like I haven't finished the level and been like, wow, I can't wait to do that again, you know? It's not that I didn't enjoy myself, it's just, I don't know, there's just something that they're missing for me. There you can see the cool water effects. That is pretty darn nice. Again, similar was in the new Colossus, if you played that, but yeah, I still think it's awesome stuff. 'Cause most developers don't care about that stuff at all. You get nothing when you go through water. Even now, it's weird. I guess it's new boss time. Oh boy, now you're really gonna see me get my ass kicked. Hello. Well, let's see. This is on normal, by the way. Oh, oh no. That was not good. Where'd he go? There you are. I'm gonna need some help. Let's see. Little rocket launcher. Come on. There we go. Nice.
We found a control switch.
On this difficulty setting, oh, I got a little achievement. You can basically get new, I don't know if it changes on other difficulties, but you get extra lives that you can use right on the spot. You basically revive yourself. You find these on the map, so in little secret locations. They're life sigils. And so yeah, you die and then you can come right back where you were, but you only get limited ones. So it's a cool feature. That is cool looking. Another thing that I miss from Doom Eternal and Doom 2016 are the glory kills. There's just not really many of them in this game. And I understand why, because they want to keep up the pace. You know, they want to keep the action going without slowing it down. But the thing is, those things gave you like a moment to breathe and also a moment to grin like a psycho, because they were basically like little fatalities, and they were just very satisfying. You felt like a, you know, like a god as you were just mangling these creatures, and that's just kind of missing in this one. Instead, you're basically you basically just flail someone to pieces instantly. So yeah, I kind of miss that. I also really miss the music. There hasn't been a track in this Doom that I've really enjoyed yet. It's been pretty generic stuff. Good boy. Alright, you're gonna see the flying. Here we go.
The entire structure was built just to keep this creature in stasis. We need to wake it up. Makers have given us directions.
Targets identified. Locking coordinates.
It's seemingly kind of cool, but it's very basic stuff. Like it doesn't really flesh this out very much. But this does change up the pace a little bit, so certainly don't dislike it. I just think it's a little weird for a Doom game, but that's kind of been par for the course for a lot of this game. It's just been kind of weird for a Doom game, but it's fine. It's still very enjoyable as it is. I do think though that if you show this to somebody, you plop somebody down in front of it and they didn't know it was Doom, they definitely wouldn't guess it was Doom. Here you go. This is the thing where you dodge the attacks and then you get a chance to actually do damage. Oh, yeah, I screwed that up. Oh, screwed that up too. I'm great at this. There we go. I'm actually playing this on Game Pass, so yeah, I didn't spend $70 on this. I'm not liking it that much, but I am liking it. I am enjoying it. I do feel compelled to finish it, and that's always a good sign when there's like a million games to play right now. I've been sticking to this one, and I'm having a good time. But yeah, musically, it's just not there for me. Like, I absolutely loved Mick Gordon's work, and you can feel his absence, for sure. It kind of sounds like somebody just kind of like sat at his desk and used all his samples, but didn't really, you know, doesn't have the songwriting chops. Sure, it's got the chugging, you know, distorted guitars and all that, but in terms of like melodies and things like that, there's just nothing catchy going on. There's nothing memorable. You really miss out on that, on those situations where you'll be in an arena of foes and you'll drop down into them and the music will start blaring and you're just absolutely fired up. That's just kind of gone in this game. And music is so important for me that pretty much all my favorite games have excellent soundtracks. Pretty much every single one of them. And so I think I'm seeing some of the problem, you know, some of the problems with this game. Musically, certainly. Maybe the reason why I don't really feel compelled to play a certain level over again. But yeah, I think that's about all I have to say. It is a fun game. I am very likely going to finish it. It's just, it's kind of weird for Doom, and it doesn't quite scratch my Doom Eternal itch. I'm really hoping they go back to that sort of style. That's just me personally. But yeah, that's about all I have to say. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you next time. Peace.